Self, something powerful shifts. People suddenly lose their control of you. Like it's almost immediate, and it's fascinating to watch. They don't actually need you to be silent, like they don't need your silence. What they need is your reaction, your defensiveness, your desperate attempts to be understood, your emotional outbursts. That's what
I don't think that's wrong.
feed on all
I
that.
think bro's spitting right now.
You stop giving it to them. They have nothing to work with, nothing to manipulate, nothing to use against you. Some people unconsciously structure their entire relationships around provoking reactions from others. It gives them a sense of power, of importance. They need you upset to feel in control. The moment you stop
Not
playing
even the
that
audience,
game,
the people
you take
that
all
are
of the power away. Not by fighting hard,
entertaining the audience
but by
too.
not fighting at all. It's not about winning arguments. It's honestly about recognizing which ones aren't even worth having.
Bro speaking.
Normalize not having to explain yourself to people. No, like for real, bro. Like you waste so much energy trying to explain yourself. Well, I'm doing this because of that. Like, yo,
Just do it.
why?
John Reed wants to defund our public schools, saying
I want to skip this. Can I skip this?
The public schools.
I can't skip
They're a
it.
disaster. I say we break the whole system.
I'm
Y'all gonna have to bear with me,
candidate for
but
Lieutenant Governor, and I sponsored this ad.
Popeye's $6
Damn.
box is back. 2 pieces of
But yeah,
signature chicken or
no
300
explanations.
sides and a
well,
biscuit.
y'all already see I'm in my
Make Thanksgiving just
I'm
as
out,
easy
but-
and delicious with Popeye's Cajun style turkey. Love that chicken from
people are
Popeye.
so caught up on explaining everything.
Because at the end of the day, those people that you're explaining yourself to
It's like too
don't
much.
even care. They just being nosy. And I ain't gonna lie, I used to always try to explain myself whenever someone didn't agree with me on something. You feel me? And
Or someone would even
every
ask
time I
why,
realized it's pointless.
and you would try to
You know,
go
even
and
if I
give
did explain my reason on why
all
I'm
the
doing what I'm
explanation towards they shit.
doing, you can understand it, but then what?
It's
What's that really
subjective,
change?
bruh.
You know,
Some
like,
people
I
ain't gonna
rather just put in
understand
my
it.
actions and just show you instead of just telling you.
Fact.
You feel me? Actions are way better than just words. So
You speaking?
that's how I live my life.
Kendrick Lamar on May 3rd, 2024 dropped one of the foulest diss tracks known to man. He talked about Drake's kids, he talked about his parents, and said that people literally die over. Yet somehow, a year later, his biggest worries and biggest critiques is how much of a cutie patootie he is. Why is it that some people can do the most outrageous things, the most revolutionary things, and people don't seem to bat an eye at them? But it seems the moment that someone else, or maybe even you being that someone else, goes to even do a portion of what those people do, you seem to be heavily judged and scrutinized. Well, it's all simply due to an art that you don't understand, and those other people do understand, which is known as the art of not explaining yourself. Let me explain.
Let me explain. It's crazy.
In life, there comes a certain point where certain people realize that people are gonna feel how they feel and they're gonna think how they want to think.
Facts.
Regardless of
That's what I
you
was
say,
trying to
and
say.
regardless
Like,
of however you try.
it really come down to it's just subjective, bro. And carve your own truth for real.
Most celebrities are PR trained because management teams and brands have realized it's better to say nothing than say something that people who already want to see you fail can twist and
Trying to
turn.
go
This is
in,
why
yeah.
the Kardashians are so successful after all these years. I mean, didn't Kendall Jenner's boyfriend Travis Scott a while ago had that whole Astroworld thing where people was dying and shit? They had babies at the concerts and shit. And instead of going on this
That's
extremely
crazy.
long tangent ranting like, I'm so sorry y'all for what I did, they both just briefly addressed it and then went back to selling products the next week like nothing
sound
happened.
dark,
They didn't
but what
over-explain.
more could they
didn't try to
say?
convince people. They didn't try to
I'd
show
understand
people
if
that
they
felt
could do
so bad
something,
for what happened.
but
They just addressed it and moved on, almost in like a stoic
I'd rather
fashion.
you do
And if
something
you
than
know
say
anything
something
about the
for
push and
real on
pulls
that
of life,
situation.
you would know that whenever you stop pulling against something, it automatically goes in the opposite direction away from you. And that's exactly what happens to Kendall Jenner and the rest of the Kardashians. Every time a culture vulture, a home wrecker, any allegation that comes up around any controversy surrounding them, they never respond, briefly address, and don't ever over-explain. They don't care. So nobody else does. But see, if somebody else sees you over-explaining, it's almost like subconsciously they pick up on that you're overcompensating because you feel that there's something lacking. See, the art of not explaining yourself is less about being nonchalant and more about you putting the power back into your own hands. You give things power. What you focus on, the same as water and sunshine to a plant, makes it grow. So
Not
whatever
even
you
power,
don't want more
just
of,
not
quite
dealing with the
literally
stress,
ignore it.
for real.
Don't over-explain of why you're not that or why you didn't do said thing.
Right.
I mean, what are some of the most guiltiest
All
people
that
in crime
stress,
normally
bruh.
do? Oh, I didn't do it. Please, I'm sorry. I can't believe
All
y'all
that
think I
explaining
actually
and
did. I
shit.
can't- Versus
Fuck
when
all that
somebody's
shit.
innocent, they're just more like chill about it, and they're like, nah, I didn't do it. And the reason why I didn't do it is because boom, boom, boom. They're not trying to overcompensate the truth because they just got the truth. They just know
Because
they're
they're confident in the
People who
truth,
are
yeah.
rich, successful, and very confident, are they like, this is why I'm rich. Look at my chain. This is why I'm so rich because I did this song. I did that. No, you just see it on them when they walk by. But the person who's over-explaining
some rich
himself
niggas do
is
that.
trying to convince. And to try to convince means you are not. It means to fool. This is why on the opposite side of not explaining yourself, the public perception of J. Cole over the years has changed. More times than not, when past situations came up surrounding J. Cole, anything controversy, the beefs, he normally would just ignore it and never address. He was in his own lane and he never felt the need to explain anything because he is who he is no matter what anybody else says. But when the beef came up and he dropped the 7-minute drill, which honestly wasn't even that bad, instead of
It
letting
wasn't
the message
that
simmer,
bad, bro.
what did he do?
But he
went
did
on a
that shit
tangent,
with
he overexplained
No Name.
himself,
He
and
did
the
that
shark
shit with
smelled
No
blood.
Name. He felt
They
compelled to
swarmed.
go and say something.
Had me
And he said some shit that was like, bro, what?
Right? It had me moving in a way that I damn near was thinking about and listening to people's expectations of me and then responding off of that, right? And I know this is not what a lot of
Saying the
people do.
most,
Look, I
bro.
can
This
hear
man
my
was
niggas up there
saying
right
the
now, like,
most.
nah, I don't do that, but I gotta keep it 100 with y'all.
You see, when you overexplain
For
yourself,
who?
it makes you look weak. Because why are you trying to convince me
Why?
of who you are or what your intentions were?
Right.
If your intentions were what they were regardless, it shouldn't matter what anybody else tries to turn it into.
Right.
Because you know in your heart,
Because you
what
know
the
your
message of what
intentions.
you're putting out there, regardless of what
It come
other people
down to
try
how
turn
do
it
you
into.
view
And also,
yourself.
y'all, I'm not saying don't explain yourself to people. Like if your mom asks you where you're going, you're like, I'm just not going to explain myself. That's not what I'm saying. Or your girl's like, why were you out last night? That's not what I'm saying.
Shit.
What I'm saying is think about the place of where you're explaining yourself is coming from when it comes to your art or just day-to-day in people. Are you explaining yourself to these viewers because you want them to like you want them to like your art and you're scared of them misconstruing it? Are you explaining yourself to your girlfriend or your mom, etc., because you're scared that they're going to chastise you if you don't? Is it coming from a place of fear, or is it coming from a place of genuinely you wanting to allow certain people I said, in so they can understand your perspective a little bit more?
Right.
Regardless of what it is, though, it's your choice.
And
So I say
people
that to
still
say,
gonna feel away,
next time
gang.
before you explain yourself,
You
think
can't
about
run
where
from
it's
that.
coming from, because understand how you do anything is how you do everything.
Let your actions speak, gang.
Yo, I'm Virgo. I appreciate y'all so much for the love. Happy Halloween. You know what I'm saying? Go subscribe to my commentary channel. Link is in the pinned comment. I appreciate y'all so much for the love. And let's get to this in cheddar, boy. I'll see y'all in the next one. Love.
Good video, good video. All right, y'all.